in the first part is just really introducing who I am, what I'm, one of the things that I'm up
You
to.
said Cal. You said Cal. Wait.
One of the things that I'm up to, and that I work on. And then second part is going to go into uh, getting complete with some things that where all of us are, and going forward in the future, like for the remainder of this year. So that's what the conversation, the two-part conversation. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody hear me
Yeah.
online?
Yes, all clear.
Okay, good. We just switched the mic. Okay, so my name is Khalida Javon. For some of you that have not either met me or you might have seen me around, don't really know that much about me, various things like that. So one of the things that is that I'm passionate about and that you know I'm up to in life is what you have on the screen called Forgiveness Mission. So, where we currently stand, first of all, I'm Khalida Javon. I am, what can you else can you say about me? I've worked for the VA for the last 18 years. I'm a single mom of 3 wonderful kids. And ages is 23, 19, and 10. So I got all bases covered and ready to rock and roll. So, anywho, I will just dive into this because it's going to tell a little bit of the story as we continue on. So, as far as Forgiveness Mission is concerned, we first got started in 2018. It started with an idea of, you know, started with my job, really. I was working at the Vision office. Vision 12 is it's kind of like a regional office, even though we don't call it the regional office for our area. So long story short is Vision 12 has oversight of 8 hospitals in the Midwest. 5 of those were reporting an increase of suicides. And that impacted me. At the particular time, I did not understand why it really had an impact on me. There were some things that were triggering for me as I unpacked some of the things, and also stemming from, as a child, one of my dear friends, her father died via suicide in the same house that we played in. And that was impactful to me, and that was something I kind of buried down. Anyway, long story short is I had an idea for forgiveness workshop. I saw, and I still see, forgiveness as something that can help with the various things that we carry as individuals. Like we all carry many different things. I often say that suicides have no face. So oftentimes we are completely surprised when that happens. Like, I did not know that that person was even thinking about anything. I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. And so it doesn't have a face. And the reason why we don't currently have a specific target population right now. I know someone specifically asked me that earlier today, of what is your target? And I was like, well, right now for our workshops, it's open to all. It's open to everyone. We have not actually advertised it in a specific target yet. Most have been adults who have come to our workshops. We have had some teens, and I do want to create something for the youth and as well, but that's where we're at. So long story short is we had the very first workshop in 2018. It was held at a library in Chicago. And I thought I was done. I thought I did what was laid on my heart, and moved on, but it kept coming back up. And so I stepped into it as far as doing it reoccurringly in 2022. So for the last 3 years, we have been hosting these forgiveness workshops. Um, at first it started off quarterly. Now we've been doing them bi-monthly. So the next one coming up is August 9th. This is some statistics in regards to suicides in the U.S. This is also slightly old because obviously you can see that this states the numbers as of 2020. It's been 5 years that's passed since then, and those numbers surely have gone up as well. So very alarming. And some more statistics in regards to suicides in the U.S. as well. And where we are now, within our workshops, we go over these areas right here: forgiveness of self, forgiveness and wellness. How is it impacting us, our bodies? We know stress kills. We have all kinds of data in regards to things that may occur because of stress and depression and various different things. So we do go over forgiveness and wellness. We also talk about forgiving others. I like to say that that's more personal. So that is others being your parents, your kids, your coworkers, people that you can pretty much put a face or a name to. That's the others that we typically are talking about and tend to have lots of issues with. The blind spot that people oftentimes are not aware of, or at least don't identify it as something that they are going to go and talk to somebody about, is forgiving the world. So that was another part that we added over the last year and a half, 2 years now, was forgiving the world. That is a little bit broader perspective in regards to forgiveness, and that is, things like, laws that might get passed that now affect you, affect your community or your body, to racism, to so many things. We can turn on the news, all worldly things that are happening that now either have effect on you, what decisions you might make, how comfortable you might be, and things of that nature. So things that you still may be carrying, holding in your processing. People giving up hope sometimes because of all of these things that might be burdening them as well. So those are some of the things that we talk about within our workshops. And we do typically give a resource packet at the completion of the workshop, giving resources. We do have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. We do have a website. Check out our website. It's in the midst of getting updated, but you can still check it out right now, how it is right now. We do have a couple of different t-shirts and a journal that we have that people can purchase. This is our mission. Forgiveness Mission aims to provide vital tools and strategic ways that will help individuals forgive and release the things that are holding them back through research-based step-by-step forgiveness processes. So that's our mission. We don't classify ourselves as a suicide prevention organization, but that is still to the heart of us, of why we began in the first place. We do also have an event that we organize every September for Suicide Prevention Month, and so you probably will be hearing more about that as time continues. So it will be the end of September, that weekend, and we're revamping how we normally do things. That event normally is entitled Surviving Suicidal Thoughts. So it is having some key, some experts on a panel, as well as some people who have battled with those thoughts themselves. We typically have had, two people, at least two people on that panel that's representing the person who's struggling as well, or who have struggled as well. And so we have hosted that event for the last 2 years. We're revamping it a little bit for this year to increase it and have other things to offer, not just We do have education, go over some statistics and different things like, how to identify if, someone might be struggling, what questions you can ask a loved one and things of that nature, as well as having that conversation with the panel and having some Q&A that the audience can also ask as well. So you'll hear more about that event. So that will be coming up as well in September. As far as things for us and what we want to do, we have a large vision in what we want to do, and very bold declarations. We do want to eventually have something regarding sexual forgiveness. We would like to have something for parenting and forgiveness, possibly have divorce recovery. We are currently working on a course that will be also virtual online course that will be offered for people that want to go deeper into those conversations. Two other areas that I'm not sure if it's within here. Yes, we're working on creating a curriculum for youth and teens. We would like to have a trainer approach of how to get that into schools. So yes, we can pilot it at one school, but yet the vision is really to have a lot of buy-in and have trainers and different people at different schools. So that's why we're going with the trainer approach there. Eventually we will offer forgiveness coaching services. So I am also looking to partner with people in regards to that is concerned. We do want to create a forgiveness app, and we have a vision for that. And last but not least, we also want to create a forgiveness app, or I'm not sure if I probably will name it that, but it would be an app specifically for teachers and support for teachers. That's just what's been laid on my heart